The Hull Institute of Learning and Simulation invited us to film them as they do some simulation-based education using mannequins and the management of tracheostomies. We're particularly pleased to be able to interview the centre manager and the author and the people who are involved in running the simulation, as it provides an opportunity to really demonstrate the wider applications of simulation-based education.
Was the tube down now, Jane? Okay, alright then, we'll touch tube out. Got a cannula in already.
Hill's first opened its doors in April 2011. We've just celebrated our 7th year anniversary. We offer a wide variety of simulation-based education here. To date, we've received over 47,000 learners through the doors.
A large majority of the work that we do in Hull is focused on delivering simulation for our own trust and trusts within the region of North and East Yorkshire. However, people do travel from all over the country to come to some of our more specialist courses.
We first started with a Train the Trainers in simulation because we quickly recognised that we needed a course to develop faculty and also future educators so that they are then able to learn the skills to develop simulation and teach on it in their own areas.
We do also run some research projects and looking at other technologies that are on the horizon, so a little bit of work on virtual reality increasingly and some work around eye tracking technology and sort of human performance. So the simulation scenarios we're running here today are multidisciplinary scenarios for nurses, physiotherapists and medics, looking at tracheostomy and laryngectomy safety, created in response to a need that we identified based on some local incident reporting and also some national guidance that came about at the same time.
We initiated this course a number of years ago with one of our colleagues on intensive care. We initiated a survey, and based on that we developed the course looking at how to improve knowledge and training, and also how to look at improving the management of tracheostomy emergencies through simulation training.
We also introduced the course at the same time as some clinical measures, so it was put together as a bit of a package of measures at the same time.
So the expected outcomes are to look at how staff manage tracheostomy emergencies, how they respond as a team, looking at human factors, and how we can improve the care of tracheostomies both in intensive care and on the wards.
We set up the mannequins, we prepare the audiovisual equipment, we act as a conduit to make sure the faculty get exactly what they want out of the technology.
So the sim environments today have focused on a multidisciplinary approach, and that is really good in that we know therefore what is expected of our colleagues if this was a real situation in practice. Therefore today we've had nurses, physios, doctors. We've all practiced in our own roles, so therefore in practice now I would know what to expect of these team members, and they'll know what to expect of me if such a situation arose.
It's good for networking, it's good for just having a better awareness around simulation training. Allied health professionals aren't always involved, and it can be difficult to get involved, so it's a real bonus for us to be involved and to be recognised by our colleagues that we do have a role to play.
And it also allows you to tease out the non-technical skills, the human factors elements, which are particularly important in sort of acute and emergency scenarios. It allows us to focus on them, particularly in the debriefing phase as well.
Overall, I think it will benefit patient safety because we challenge staff to make decisions that they might otherwise not come across. So they have those skills, and it will ultimately improve patient safety should these situations arrive.
You do go home and reflect upon that, and therefore the skills that you've learned upon the day, you reflect on how you can implement that into your practice. Today we've done tracheostomy management, and therefore now I'll be able to take the skills back to assess the patient in practice and actually run with my gut feeling if something's wrong, act on it and deal with the tracheostomy and remove it if necessary. And today's giving me that confidence to do that.
Since being involved in the course, I've gained confidence in working with simulation. I've taken on more teaching within the course, so I've developed my role in that way, and I would look to go forward and continue to improve and be more involved in some simulation training.
One of the key challenges which we faced here is because we rapidly have grown in the services we offer, we do get quite booked up. So we've had to adapt the services and offer different methods of training. So we're now doing a lot more of the webinars, training over video conferencing facilities, And I think the main challenge was actually getting clinical people released to attend the training. So we do go to their areas.
Keeping up to date is quite a challenge, but we can do this via a few different methods. There is the ASPE Technician Special Interest Group, which meets regularly across the country, and that's a place where we can share best practice. We also have a WhatsApp group for the technicians. You've always got somebody at the end of a phone you can buzz for information. And generally just reading around the subject of what technologies are coming in and being prepared for that day when the faculty will ask you that they'd like to use them.
So I would advise colleagues who are nervous about taking part in simulation to just go for it. There's nothing to lose, you've only got skills to gain, of which will enhance and improve your patient care and safety of your patients you're caring for.